It's time for Ryan's Rant. And now, here's Ryan.
On this edition of Ryan's Rant, we are going to be talking about the Chicago Bulls and the Chicago White Sox, and they're under the same umbrella because they're both owned by the same guy, Jerry Reinsdorf. And Jerry Reinsdorf has basically made two franchises in the third biggest market and one of the best sports cities completely unwatchable. First with the Chicago Bulls. He's still hanging on the thread of Michael Jordan. I'm 33 years old watching the Chicago Bulls. I barely have any recollection of Michael Jordan. And so you're talking about mid-30s people not being able to appreciate Michael Jordan. So you're losing your fan base on that. Yes, you had Derrick Rose, but he was completely stopped by LeBron James. By the way, you couldn't get LeBron James to Chicago. You had a chance to bring LeBron and Wade and Bosh and have them with D Rose. But guess what? You couldn't get the job done, probably because you didn't want to take out that pocketbook or the checkbook and actually write a check to a decent player, which is another common theme between these two teams. You don't want to spend the money. You're going to let Josh Giddey go, and you're going to continue to waste the Chicago Bulls. But guess what? You fill out the United Center every night, so guess what? Congratulations. That's all you care about is putting asses in the seats instead of the product on the court, and that's exactly why the Bulls are becoming an unwatchable organization. And speaking of unwatchable, where do we start with the Chicago White Sox? White Sox, completely unwatchable. This team has been irrelevant. If it wasn't for the 2005 World Series, the Chicago White Sox would be in the same boat the Cubs were, counting down the years to where it's over 100 years. It's embarrassing. And now you're not giving your team, you're not giving your fan base a direction. You thought maybe the core would be possibly guys like Luis Robert. Andrew Vaughn didn't even run to first. He got benched in the last game of the Crosstown series because he didn't run to first base. Those are the kind of guys you got on there. I was behind home plate for a game against the Red Sox last year. And that team looked completely dead. They had no motivation. I was right by their dugout watching their antics. They do not want to be there, Jerry Reinsdorf. And you keep putting useless managers there. But guess what? You got the campfire shake. This year you got the birthday cake shake or whatever the hell you call it. But you don't have a baseball team. And it's for a guy that's not a White Sox fan, I really don't want to watch. It's like what? You don't want to turn it on. But for the 5 people that go, the White Sox have a very passionate fan base, and I want to see them do good. It makes what I do easier. But guess what? Jerry Reinsdorf is killing the White Sox, and I don't know. You know what? Still no direction. You got to type into a GPS where the Chicago Bulls and Chicago White Sox are, because Jerry Reinsdorf has these two teams completely lost. That's my rant on the Bulls and White Sox. We're going to close out the week tomorrow with a rant about the Chicago Bears and a story that's been out there. We're going to continue to talk about it tomorrow on Ryan's Rant.